Western intelligence agencies were forced to rethink their operations and reassess their ability to track ISIS yesterday as French officials confirmed the organiser of Friday's Paris attacks had been operating from under their noses. Abdelhamid Abaaoud, the 28-year-old Belgian jihadi said to have plotted the attacks in the French capital last week, and previously thought to be operating from ISIS's territories in Syria, died during a 7-hour siege in Saint-Denis on Wednesday, authorities said. If Abaaoud has been able to travel from Syria to France, it means that there are failings in the whole European system, said Laurent Fabius, foreign minister. A senior European intelligence official said the attacks had raised a host of serious questions for him and his colleagues at other agencies. Among the issues they say are responsible for the lack of intelligence on the complex attack, in which 8 jihadis killed 129 people across Paris, is the use of encrypted communications and extremely diligent operational security measures between Abaaoud and others in the terror cell responsible. Finding Abaaoud in France and not in Syria means that all our European system of alerts have failed completely, Jean-Charles Brizard, a consultant on terrorism, says. It's a huge collective failure. Mr. Abaaoud was connected with 4 of 6 attempted ISIS attacks in France since the spring that had occurred prior to Friday's massacres in Paris, Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve said. The plots shared identical modus operandi, he added, overseas planning of violent actions perpetrated by jihadists from European countries who have been trained to handle weapons to carry out attacks. France is demanding that Brussels and the European Parliament get a grip on the security threats facing the bloc by allowing tighter border checks and removing barriers to sharing airline passenger data. EU Home Affairs ministers meeting in Brussels today are preparing to reprise a series of demands, first made after January's Charlie Hebdo attacks in Paris, to close loopholes in the passport-free Schengen zone's security arrangements. French spymasters were unaware that Abaaoud had returned to Europe until a foreign intelligence service tipped them off that the jihadi had recently been spotted in Greece. Further information was gleaned on Monday that he could be on French soil, allowing authorities to eventually track him down to an apartment in Saint-Denis, a suburb of the capital. The police operation in Saint-Denis resulted in the deaths of at least 2 people, one a female suicide bomber, while the other was believed to have been hit by grenade fragments, making his mangled body difficult to identify. Forensic experts had to be called in to identify the remains. Mr. Abaaoud was eventually confirmed among the dead after a fingerprint was taken from a fragment.